Hey everybody, welcome back. If you are new, my name is Dave. This is my 2004 C5 Corvette. So if you're into Corvette content, especially C5 content, consider hitting that subscribe button below. Now, as you saw from the title of this video, we are going to be cleaning the Blackwing air filter. Alright, it's not terribly dirty. There is an indicator on this, if you're not familiar with it, that does tell you when to clean it. So far that indicator is not telling me to clean it, but we're going to do that anyway, just because it's winter time and I need something to do. So in order to take your filter off, it's probably just easiest to undo it from the throttle body, either with a flat blade screwdriver or a socket, and then just take off the entire air bridge and filter, and then you're gonna have to pop it off of, it's kind of probably hard to see, but there's two posts, one on each side, that you just have to pretty much just pry it off with a screwdriver. As you can see, there's a little bit more debris down there. So let's get into first taking that off, and then we'll get into cleaning it and re-oiling it. And I also forgot to mention that you have to remove this connector here for the map sensor. You just pull this little plastic tab out, and then you can pull this, squeeze it, pull it, there we go, and just hold on to that little plastic thing for later when you need to put that back on. Alright, now with that out, we'll get into cleaning it. So now with the filter out of the car, you can see this is obviously the side that faces towards the hood, and then this is the underside. So you see this side's a lot cleaner looking, but there is still a lot of dirt. Kind of hard to see, but there's a lot of dirt stuck up in there. So all I'm going to do for step one is just take a paintbrush and just kind of clean in there as best I can before I actually use any type of cleaner, just to try and dislodge some of the big stuff and get that out of the way. Okay, now with that out of the way, I did pick up this SLP cleaning kit off of Summit when I ordered the cam and stuff. So this is the box that it comes in. Now the one thing that I did read on the comments for that is that nothing has a label on it. So, I mean, this is the actual oil itself, and then this is the cleaner, but nothing has any type of label on it. No instructions, no nothing. So, you know, that's kind of like a little discouraging, but you can definitely tell from the photos that this is the cleaner and then this is the oil. So first we got to get into just spraying this, and we'll continue on from there. All right, now the reason why I went with the SLP cleaning kit was, you know, mainly because of the oil. I mean, this cleaner probably is just like an all-purpose type cleaner. So you can just, you know, like just use any type of all-purpose cleaner that you want in order to clean it. But I mainly just got it for the oil. I know some people said that they've used the K&N kits and not had an issue, but I'm assuming, I mean, later on we'll find out, but I'm assuming the oil is blue, and that'll match the filter pretty good, because the filter was originally blue and now it's kind of like gray. So then with the cleaner, all you have to do is just spray this pretty liberally. Alright, and we're going to get this pretty soaking wet, so it doesn't really matter how much cleaner you really spray on there. You can't overdo it. So I'm just going to spray the heck out of it. So now with the cleaner sprayed in there pretty liberally, just going to let this sit for a few minutes, and then we will rinse it out. So with the cleaner sitting in there for, I don't know, about 10 minutes or so, we will rinse this off now. Now you don't want to rinse it from the outside in, you want to rinse it the opposite side of airflow. So you want to rinse it from the inside out, and the idea is just to push all the dirt out instead of, you know, grinding the dirt back in to the filter. So let's get into rinsing this now. Now with that thoroughly rinsed, you can already see that it's getting a little bit of the white back into the filter fabric itself. So we will now let this dry thoroughly. I'll let this probably sit for about 24 hours before I actually spray the second step, which is spraying the oil back on here. So now it's just a lot of waiting. So I'll get back to you in a little bit. So one thing I've started to do, you can see down in the valleys here on the bottom is where a lot of dirt like to accumulate, and just cleaning it didn't really get rid of all that. And then as you work your way this way, I've already started to dig it out with a toothpick, and that's all the crud that was down at the bottom there. There's still some in there. I don't know if you're really going to be able to get it down to 100% clean, but just doing that will help out a little bit. I know there's a little neurotic. You probably can like skip this step, but right now my little guy's taking a nap, so I'm not doing anything, so I figured I'd just do this. This is the front of the filter that would like face up towards the hood. So the bottom part had all that gunk that I was showing you before. I mean, it's still quite a bit in there, but it's a lot better than what it was. Then when you flip this around to what would be the underside, there's a lot of gunk near the top of the filter. Again, there's still some there, but removed a lot of it. Once this thoroughly dries, it's still not even dry yet, because as you can see, some of that stuff is still a little wet up in there. But once this dries, I will take another brush to this stuff, see if I can knock out some of that stuff that's still deep in those valleys. And that's all the extra gunk that I got out. Now this is about 24 hours later. The filter is pretty dry now. I did just brush it out a little while ago. Again, not 100% clean, but definitely a lot cleaner than it was. So now it's time to spray the oil on. I did let this sit in some hot water for about 20 minutes just to help it liquefy a little bit better. It sounded a little chunky when I was just shaking it around, so that seemed to help. Alright, well, I am doing this in my basement. It's currently raining out, which is hopefully a good thing. Hopefully it cleans the roads off and I can drive the car a little bit tomorrow. So now I'm just going to test this out. Alright, just to see how it sprays. And you don't want to put this on too heavy, but you don't want to put it on too light either. So here we go. Now it looks a little tiger stripey at the moment, but I'll just let that dry and then I'll do probably like a second coat or something in a little bit. So there it is after the second coat. You just want to worry about getting some even coverage on there. You see the tiger striping is pretty much gone. As you see, the filter did turn blue because the dye that's on the oil is blue. So again, I use the SLP oil kit. This is the preferred kit to use with the SLP filter. I probably would not recommend to go with the K&N kit, only because, you know, this is specifically made for this filter. It's only like 20 bucks. So why save $5, $6, $7 just to go with a K&N oil filter kit when, you know, this is made specifically for this filter. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.